Alright, dirty talking. So Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth." Now, if you remember from a previous presentation, we showed how that words are only vehicles used to relay ideas. And from this point, you could clearly see how it's not words that are evil, but it's how we choose to use them that could be the problem. Now, my reason for pointing this out is because humanity has classified a lot of words and phrases as bad or vulgar. But if you look up the definitions for those words and phrases, you'll find that there's actually nothing wrong with them. In fact, the Bible uses its own words and phrases that mean the exact same thing, and it's not a problem. Why isn't it a problem? Because the Bible is using these words to communicate good things, and good things are being communicated. So it's not corrupt communication. And the same thing can happen with the modern vulgar words that we have today. If we use them to communicate good things, and good things were being communicated, it's not a problem. Again, it's not the words that are evil, but it's how we choose to use them. Now, I have a list of modern vulgar words here, and right next to it is the list of words that the Bible uses instead, and the definitions of them are the same. I'm going to go ahead and read this to you very straightforwardly, so if you don't feel comfortable with me saying these words, then please stop the video, but if you're willing to give me a chance, you might receive benefit from it. But here we go. The first word is ass. The Bible uses the word buttock. The next word is bitch. Now, if you look up the word bitch in the dictionary, it means a disagreeable woman, and the Bible uses the expression a brawling woman, and brawling in the Hebrew is contentious. The next word is fuck. The Bible uses the word copulate. The next word is pussy. The Bible uses the euphemism of feet in Song of Solomon. The next word is shit. The Bible uses the word dung. And slut, the Bible uses the word whore. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of these words. It's how we choose to use them that could be the issue. Now, my reason for saying all this is because when you're having sex with your spouse, you can often feel very overwhelmed with extreme sexual pleasure or feelings of extreme affection for your spouse. And now, what happens is you'll want to express yourself to the degree that you feel it, to that extreme degree. And this can be difficult because there's not a lot of strength in the English language. The only strength in the English language is when you resort to the vulgar words, though that's considered strong language, and as soon as you use these words, everybody's like, oh, I can't believe he said that. And why? Because they're forbidden words. That's why they're strong, and people will feel when they're having sex and they're overwhelmed with all these extreme positive feelings, they'll feel like using these words because it helps them express themselves to the degree that they're feeling. Let me give you an example. Let's say a husband is having sex with his wife, and he's being overwhelmed by how good her body feels, and so he says, babe, your pussy feels really fucking good. Okay, this is an example of using these vulgar words to express himself to the degree that he feels it, and it's not a problem. Why? Because he's using the words to communicate good things, and good things are being communicated to her. So it's not corrupt communication. Are you following? Now, there is the derogatory name-calling issue. For example, let's say a husband is having sex with his wife, and he because of the effects of sex, he feels very affectionate towards her. He feels like he adores her, and he just loves her so much, but he wants some strength of language to help him express how strongly he feels to her. However, calling her his angelic princess is just not strong enough. And so he will feel inclined to use vulgar words or something that would sound bad if she were called it that. Like, for example, he might call her his stupid fucking slut or something like that. And now that sounds really horrible. However, if he's trying to say angelic princess in a very strong way, and honestly there's no words to express it to the degree that he's feeling it, it wouldn't be a problem for him to call her a stupid fucking slut, provided that he's meaning it in a positive way and she's receiving it in a positive manner. So that way that's all good things being communicated. Does that make sense? So that's the issue. As long as good is being communicated and good is being received, then it's not a problem. It's not corrupt communication. The last thing I want to address, however, is using God's name. If the name of the Father or Son can be just as easily replaced by the word fuck, there's a problem, because God is holy and he does not want his name used as emphasis for common everyday things. That's taking his name in vain, and God will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. So thanks for watching. Keep these things in mind. We'll see you again in the next presentation.